Good afternoon, you beautiful brave hearts all over the world. You know what? It doesn't add up. Do the math, okay? If there's no nutrition left in the soil, there's no nutrition in the food. Now, you do know that there was a study done, and 72% of all the food that is being eaten in the United States right now is processed food. Processed food has no nutrition in it. Now, I hope you're getting that. No nutrition. It does have graphene. It does have glyphosate. It does have sugar disguised as 66 different names. It does have red dye. Okay? All right? But what it doesn't have is it has no nutrition. So just so you know, the average American is eating 10 times too much food in weight volume, doesn't have any nutrition, but it is empty. It's empty. It has no vitality. Whether you believe it or not, okay, you are a spirit being down here having a physical adventure. And a spirit being lives off of light and electrical conductivity. Okay, people say to me, okay, so you ran away, okay, and you say you're not coming back to America. Well, I'm not going to come back to America, okay, until we have somebody and not, how can I say this? Evil corporations, an evil government. I don't care if you like the government, you don't like the government, but they're doing nothing. RFK has done nothing for the soil. He hasn't helped to put the nutrition back in the soil, so it's not in the food. 60% of the population will not exist on this planet by 2040. You do get that, don't you? By 2040, we're malnourished and we're toxic, all right? So I live in Mexico and people go, oh my God, it's so dangerous down there. Yeah, it's really dangerous. Maybe if a coconut fell on my head. The reality is I eat food that was grown 80 years ago in the United States, okay? And it's grown out of volcanic ash, which is called humic. I have a product called Black Gold, another one called Black Diamond, and that is called humic fulvic. And that's been stripped out of all the soil, and even the soil like in California, the breadbasket of America, okay? I mean, you can find some places where it's not. Maybe go to a Mennonite, Hutterite, where they actually put the minerals back into the soil. But understand this, okay, everyone, all right? Your family's leaving, and they're leaving early, and they're going to have disease because they're not in alignment, okay? Alignment. If you don't have the nutrition coming in, I told everyone 15 years ago, and now it's even worse. I said, if you don't take 30 to 40% of what you make and buy what you might call it supplementation, but I don't carry supplements, I carry nutraceuticals, high vibrational nutrition. If you don't spend 30 to 40% of your money on nutraceutical nutrition, you might call it supplementation, then you aren't ever going to be well. You're going to be living in hell because you're so infected, you're so inflamed. You know what? Somebody sent me a picture of somebody that has really bad piles. Do you know what piles are? Like varicose veins, and you have these big lumps and bumps all over your legs. And the guy's like 48 years old. I said, he's not going to live until he's 55. And understand something. I did a video that's called America is Rotting Out from the Inside Out and from the Bottom Up. I mean, most of you are parasite crazy, okay? You will go and do a parasite cleanse like every few months, okay? And you'll continue to do that for the rest of your life because you vibrate at a parasite level. Now, I didn't call you a parasite, but remember something, 99.9% of all parasites are made within the body when the body's tissues are decomposing. And the body's tissues are not decomposing, that's what you call a disease. There are no diseases, you're rotting out. Whether you've got a shoulder problem, you've got a lung problem, you've got a liver problem, it doesn't matter. It's inflammation, it's a scar tissue issue because you're being dehydrated like beef jerky and you're not getting enough nutrition. Most of you just can't stop eating, okay? You're full, you're jammed up jelly tightly, you got to cork up your ass, okay? Because the food is not real. So glicky, sticky food and stinking thinking. Okay, you know what stinking thinking is? Stinking thinking is me actually giving a shit what comes out of Trump's mouth or RFK's mouth. And some of you are going to be like, you mega freaks are going to be so pissed off at me. But guess what? America is dying before our eyes. Okay. I haven't heard anybody do anything that's amazing until the soil gets back its proper microbiome and the proper nutrients. It's never in the food. And then most of you are so, I buy organic, I eat organic. Well, organic is a scam. I don't eat organic, okay? I eat the food that our ancestors made 80 years ago in Mexico. I didn't run away from America. I ran to Mexico. There's a difference. I didn't run away from America. I ran to Mexico. And understand this. Digital's coming. There's a lot of other things coming. But guess what? If Mexico is not a place where humans can live that have a spirit, I'll leave there too. But realize this. 50% of the people don't have a bank account and 60% of the people don't have cell phones. So, whatever they say they're going to do in Mexico, let's see them do it. Right now, Mexico, okay, all right, you can call a third world country, but I have 5-star living. I'm not being gouged. I can go eat pure food or pretty close to it. But the reality is this, get your head out of your butt. Okay? The food's poisoned in the United States. And Trump and RFK, they can't do anything to stop it. You have to understand that this has not happened in 500 years. What's going to happen economically? There's a whole new platform of money for the whole world. And you have to understand the US dollar has to go to zero because they have to have the majority of the population down on their knees begging God, please, in frickin' soup lines. If it doesn't happen by this October, it'll happen by October 2029 at the latest. Why don't you read the books? They had to tell you the agenda. They told everybody what they were going to do. They told you they were coming for you. They told you they were going to poison you. They told you there's too many human beings. They told you that robots were going to take over. And the reality is this, whether you want to believe it or not, Trump and his family, okay, think that I'm just like something that would be on the bottom of your heel that you stepped in. And you can believe whatever you want about him or about any other prime minister or high government official or the so-called elites or the families. You really think you matter. Oh, you just keep sitting on your little bench waiting for the savior bus to come along, okay? We either come together as a family of bravehearts, as humans, okay? It's always been about us little guys. It's always been about us, but we cannot be the herd, okay? You cannot follow the herd. If you want to fit in, you're going to get done in. I am going to fight for you and everyone else with my last breath. The one thing that I woke up to many years ago was unconditional universal love, knowing that the creator of the whole universe is the same creator for you is for me. And I need to have empathy and patience for every brother and sister out there. People say to me, oh my gosh, you're so patient. You take everybody's phone calls. Really? Like that's a big deal? That's not a big deal. To be a human being means you bloody well care for everyone, okay? You don't judge people, whether they have tattoos or purple hair or he's with him or she's with her. I'm done with all of it. I have no opinion except one opinion is that guess what? We all came from the same creator. And you know what? We fight with ourselves. We fight with our neighbors. We fight with our family. And you know what? We are just looking to point the finger at whoever we can. You know what? It's up to me to have a beautiful day. It's up to me to be abundant on all levels. And guess what? And I can be. You can believe it or not. This is the first time we ever did it, eh, Lori? We are doing, our course in Stewart, Florida, if you come and you want to take my whole life coach certified or the Wolf non-surgical certified, you can bring somebody for free. I don't care if you're a professional, you're a student, you're a mother, you're a brother, you're a sister. And I'm not going to do it again because my business wouldn't function financially, but I want to give as much as I can away, but still be able to roar. And in Canada, if you come in June to the course, so The course in Stewart is in September 14th, everyone. It starts then. And we're also doing a pelvic course. So if you came to the 3-day master class pelvic course for women and you paid, you can bring your sister free or your daughter. Okay. And in Canada, it's if you pay for a course, the person comes half price. I apologize, Canadians, and you get ripped off, but I'm not trying to rip you off. The reality is if I had one person come and the second one comes for free, we wouldn't be able to pull it off, would we, honey? No. I tried to do that. My accountant jumped right down my throat and said, guess what? Are you like crazy? He said, and she actually did say this, so this is not me setting anything up. She said, you built $1 million app that you gave away for free called Braveheart Nation app. You give away your PDG free.com guide. You give away 90% of your information free. And she said, we got to stay healthy and keep the doors open so you can keep on giving stuff away for free. That's exactly what she said to me. So you can believe it or not believe it. And I'll tell you right now, it's all about energy medicine. So you better get rid of your stinking thinking, okay? Who do you want to blame today? Do you want to blame you? Do you want to judge you? Do you want to judge someone else? I'm not going to judge anybody, nothing. And we don't, do we, sweetie? But we observe everything. No, I don't want to hang around with that person. I don't want to drink that drink, eat that thing, go there. And I'll tell you something. I've been in Toronto here doing a training, okay, a professional training for a doctor and a group of nurses on how to pull fibroids and tumors apart. And I want to tell you something. The whole time I'm here, my head is just hot. My body is hot. You know what? I have this constant headache. I don't know how people do it. I had the same thing in LA. I had the same thing in Miami. And I'm not psycho. I never have headaches. Not when I'm in Mexico, because I know this. I don't have chemtrails. I don't have 5G around me. I really don't. Okay? And the reality is you can think whatever you want. Just remember this. The wall was to keep my American family and friends in, not to keep people out. And that'll be proven to you within the next, no more than 3 years from now. It'll be proven that you won't get out. What did somebody say to me? That the Canadian government said, you got to pay $500,000 if you want to move out of Canada. Seriously? I'm going to tell you something right now. It's too bad we all failed COVID, putting the stupid diapers on, okay, and then running away from each other, okay, all right, because of a virus that doesn't exist. They've never isolated a virus. A virus isn't alive, okay? Virus in Greek just means poison, thank you, okay? All right, and if you look it up, it means venom, and that's what they do, is they use the venom to poison us, and they use graphene. And graphene isn't the poison, because graphene is carbon. I'm carbon. It's what they put in the carbon. And understand this, I get it. But I'm not living in any big city or staying for too long, let me tell you. Because of the chemtrails, the graphene in the water, the graphene in every processed food, okay? And when we've got enough metal in us, called graphene, then they will actually light up the 6G, and they will do it through all the LED lighting in your house, your phone, which is a weapon, your computer, which is a weapon. And understand something, I'm not going to be that stupid. There will be a phone that will come out that will not be an Apple phone, that will not be a Samsung phone. There will be a way that we will be able to communicate. Because guess what? Did you ever notice something? When they actually did the COVID, all right, okay, some really top people like Dr. Sherry Tenpenny, okay, and a few others said that if you got the COVID shot, you'd be dead. Well, there's lots of people who got 2 and 3 shots. They're not dead, but they're suffering badly from it. But they said when it's in you forever. No, you can actually detoxify it. And we've proven it with even using blood tests, that you can detoxify the graphene out with black diamond, black gold, infinite iodine, and MCT C60 or miracle molecule hemp C60, because it has graphene in it too, and it pulls on it like a magnet, and you can get rid of it. So the reality is that here's what you don't get. And this is for the majority of the population. God love you, and I mean it. God love you. But you know what? It's really hard to just sit here and watch everybody be harvested. The reality is if you don't create a perfect day on an emotional, nutritional, and physical level, kiss your ass goodbye. And you know what? And I don't mean to say it lightly, but I don't know. How do you reach people? What is it that we need to do? How are we ever going to reach people? You know, people go on, oh, I can't handle him. He's too harsh. Oh, really? Okay. Hi, everyone. The human population is being harvested. Your children are being harvested. They've always been harvested. Okay? All right? Are you kidding me? It's time that we wake up. And I want you to understand, you have genius. And you're not too old to learn something new. Please. They are trying to make you so fearful that you can't think. Oh, you know what? I didn't know what to do, so I did nothing. Oh, really? Really? Learning how to connect to your breath. 3 seconds in, 4 seconds out, a slight smile. And you wear that for protection, whatever you do and wherever you go. And you know, these sons of you-know-whats, when they start talking, you don't get angry, okay? You just know that they are just actors. They are really bad actors, okay? Every government official is a bad actor or a moron, okay? All right? And the medical system, I haven't got the time or the energy to say anything nice about it. It's not health care. It's not health and it's not care. And you know what? If you love your medical doctor, you go ahead. But remember, I am not the alternative. Everything I do is traditional. And I couldn't kill someone or hurt someone, even if I tried. Maybe if the watermelon on the watermelon cleanse fell on their head, maybe it would knock them out, but that's about it. But I've been accused of murdering people. That's right. In my practice, murdering people. And guess what? They can write stories about me, but they can't take me to task because none of it's true. Screw them, okay? And their lies and everything else, because nothing matters except for you. Nothing matters except for you and your children, okay? And your family and love, real love. Love is just an ingredient. It's what you do with it. And understand something. I have no energy for the medical system because every time I get on a phone, I have to be patient and listen to the adulteration, the mutation, the humiliation, okay, the degradation, the inflammation of what's going on to everyone who has been sold the bullshit lie that they have another medical breakthrough. You could go and do a watermelon fast and then an advanced water fast and make $100,000 of stem cells being your own. And it never even cost you $1,000. That's right. The reality is your body is a miracle, and they don't want you to think that. And the only reason why the medical system talks Greek is because if you're going to tell a lie, speak a language that went out a long time ago. Arthritis just means inflammation of the joint. And did you ever look at their names for their drugs? They're so ridiculous because you know what? They think we're morons. Okay? Every name for a drug seems like it came from Venus or Mars or someplace, and you can hardly say it. Zyfax 480. Oh, what is that? I mean, everything is to look down on us. There's an entity that lives on this planet, and then you have all these systems because we're so greedy, okay? And we don't like somebody's color or somebody's nationality or who they are. And how much money would it take for you? How much money would they have to pay you to screw me over or to hurt me? How much money would they have to pay you? Let me know right now. You couldn't pay me any money to hurt anybody. You couldn't make me go to war with anybody with your bullshit stories. I'm not going to war with you. I'm not going to go to war with anybody. My family. I'm not going to go to war with another country that is coming to take us down. Like America's been in trouble. We've only attacked ourselves and each other. Nobody has ever attacked us. So stop the crap. You know, shut your yap. Mind your business. Mind your business meaning take good care of what you think and what you speak and what you do. And where's your passion? Where's your purpose? And can your family actually count on you? Can they count on you? Well, my family is hundreds of thousands of people. Okay, it doesn't end with blood is thicker than water. Because it can't. Because we're all spirit beings and we're attached to each other. And what I do creates a ripple effect on the planet. And I want to create a tsunami of unconditional love. And I am going to do it. And guess what? I don't care what you think. I love you anyways. You've been programmed to actually not love yourself or anyone else. So all I can say is, guess what? You've done a great job so far, Braveheart Hero. They've lied to you. They made you feel like a sinner, a loser. They made you judge yourself and put yourself in an invisible jail. Well, guess what? Get rid of the chokeholds, rewrite the contracts, and love yourself. You know, respect, honor those 50 trillion cells and those 500 trillion bacteria. God bless everyone today, and I mean that. You don't need to love me, but I need to have unconditional love for you.